Okay, so we're going to talk about whey protein as one of the supplements that I would recommend that you could use. You don't have to, but it's one that I would say is well researched, has good benefits and good cost. So here we go. So what is whey protein? So this slide does have a lot of text on it, but we're going to break it down quick. So whey protein is a collection of proteins found in whey and a byproduct of cheese making. So it is kind of a natural product. It's not completely synthesized by humans. It is part of a cheese making process. So it is it's the water soluble part of milk. So this bit here is a bit wordy. So when a coagulant, usually rennin, is added to milk, the curds and the whey separate, and the whey protein is the water soluble part of milk. So here we've got a diagram. So I might have to move my face a little bit. So whey protein is made during cheese production. When it is heated, it separates into curds and liquid whey. The whey undergoes a filtration process to remove any excess fats and carbohydrates, which then is dried to make whey protein powder, which can be added to drinks. So it's high in protein, low in fats, low in carbs. So it is very beneficial for fat loss goals and also muscle gain. Click. There we go. So as a supplement, sold as dry powder with various levels of processing that affect how fast they're absorbed. So one benefit of whey protein is that it is absorbed very quickly by the body, which is why people have it usually quite quickly after a workout, because they feel like it will get absorbed very quick to replenish the muscles. So why would you use whey protein? So to supplement your diet, if you are vegan, vegetarian, you don't particularly like eating loads of meat, and you struggle to get enough protein into your daily diet, a whey protein powder or drink or supplement can help to top that up to complete your protein kind of intake for that day. So yeah, increase your protein intake overall. So as we know, protein's got loads of benefits, from muscle gain, muscle recovery, muscle retention in a fat loss phase, but also making you feel fuller for longer. But protein also makes up hair, nails, skin, so it's good for all areas of the body, not just muscle gain and muscle recovery. So whey protein is fantastic if you're in a rush or if you're time constrained. So getting kids out the door, you might not have time for breakfast. You can take a protein shake, hit your protein nice and early. If you're in between meetings at work, if you go straight from the gym to work or straight from work to the gym, it's very quick and easy to have. It's a very efficient and effective way of getting protein in on the go. So if you're one of these people that always struggles to sit down to eat, whey protein shakes can be very beneficial to hit that protein target without having to sit down for a full meal. It can be used as a meal replacement. So this is obviously not recommended to completely replace a meal. And the reason I put this picture in with fruits in it, but you can also make smoothies with whey protein to give you vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, and that protein hit. So some smoothies you could make just from fruit lack that protein content, but adding a scoop of whey protein in, you keep the nice fruit flavour, it keeps quite nice light breakfast or snack, but you get 20-30 grams of protein in at the same time, so it can act as a good meal replacement alternative. How would you use whey protein? So shakes and smoothies are the obvious way. They're the most common way people have whey protein, but there are many others as well. So you can also now get whey in the form of like water. So here we've got a picture of protein water, which is a pre-made product from different companies. Most protein companies or supplement companies will do this now because it is very popular. One that I use is from My Protein. It's called Clear Whey, and it tastes just like a kind of a squash or a juice. You mix it in with water, it mixes up very well. It's light and it's watery rather than a powdered protein shake. It can go like a milkshake texture. The Clear Whey alternative is lighter, doesn't fill you up so much, you don't feel so heavy, and I drink it just as a kind of a juicy, squashy drink. It helps with water intake, and I get protein in without feeling like I'm drinking a huge milkshake. You can use it in cooking and baking. So here, picture of pancakes, which is a really popular way to add protein. You can make protein pancakes, also make protein cakes, brownies, bread, stuff like that. So you can get vanilla flavoured protein, add it into banana bread. You can get chocolate flavoured protein, add it into brownies, things like that. So it's easy to add it in to get extra protein in to things that you currently eat anyway. And dessert. So you can add it into desserts. Again, you can make a smoothie as a dessert, but one of my personal favourites is getting these protein yogurts. If you add a scoop or half a scoop of protein into it, protein powder into here, mix it in. It mixes in very well. It doesn't go grainy. Mixes in well. Adds either an added flavour, or it really enhances the flavour. If you've got a strawberry yogurt, for example, and a strawberry protein powder, it enhances that flavour. Gives you an extra bump of protein. Doesn't take away from the texture or the taste, and it's just an easy way to add it in without you having to think about it. Cool. And then when would you use protein? So it will be dependent on your goals. So the picture we've got here is of the same lady. She looks great in both photos, but we're going to use it as an example. For the left one, she's trying to lose weight. So protein is good for losing weight, because when you're in a calorie deficit, your body will break down muscle tissue. When it breaks down muscle tissue, your body doesn't always choose to break down body fat. It can also break down muscle tissue. So by eating more protein, your body then protects the muscle because it wants to keep that because it's important, and it kind of encourages your body to break down body fat. So the weight we lose and the body fat we lose will be more beneficial for improving your body shape and maintaining your muscle, which is very important. If your goal is muscle gain, you want to intake a bit more protein per day to support that muscle recovery, that muscle growth. So whey protein can be used for both goals, and I would suggest every goal, but the amount that you would use would be determined by your goal. So you can use it before or after workout. So when you work out, you actually break down muscle tissue, you create little tears in the muscle, and then when your muscle recovers, that's where it becomes stronger and better, bigger, more toned, all these things. So if you take protein on around the time that you work out, it can, and as I said earlier, it's fast absorbing, so it can help to recover those muscles quicker if you intake protein before or after a workout. Again, like I said, very good if you're in a rush. If you're driving to work, if you're driving home from work, if you're in between meetings, if you've got to pick up the kids, chuck some powder in a shaker, add water or milk, shake it up, and you're good to go. You can take it with you on the go, leave it in the car. You can make it in the morning, put it in the fridge at work, and it's there for a mid-morning snack, stuff like that. So it's very efficient and very effective on the go, in a rush. And when it suits you. Supplements should help your diet, and they should help you achieve your goals within your diet. So if you struggle to have breakfast, you can have a protein shake at breakfast. If you struggle to get enough protein in over your lunchtime meal, you can add it in as part of your lunchtime meal. So wherever you feel like you're lacking on protein, you can add a whey protein shake or water or higher protein brownies as a dessert. You can add those things in where you feel like you're lacking protein. So most important thing is when it suits you. You'll have people tell you that it's more important to have protein right after workout, immediately after, which there are some benefits, but you don't have to. The most important thing is that you hit enough protein across the day. So whenever it suits you is good, as long as you're hitting your target. Cool, and that's it. So any questions, let me know. But hopefully that cleared a few things up on why whey protein is beneficial and one of the things why I would recommend it. As for cost and things like that, it generally works out about £1 per serving, which is about the same as probably less than you pay for a meat source or a food source of protein. It can last for up to a year, maybe even 2 years in the cupboard, so it's long life. It's very effective, very efficient, and very versatile. So I always recommend people have it as a backup, just in case. You don't have to use it all the time, every time, but it is a great option to have when you're kind of caught short on your protein targets for a certain day. Cool.